Hello everyone and welcome back to today's video. So today we are building a little small classical looking house that has some nice pillars out the front, and it is good for a small sim family home, and it is a good little like second home, starter home. It's probably too expensive to be a starter home, but if you're cheating, it's a good starter home. And I thought it would be nice to do a little bit of a smaller home. I feel like I've been doing lots of big homes, so it's nice to just pick a nice small lot here in Brindleton Bay and make something a little classic, trying to keep the trees that are on this lot as well. I had to get rid of one because it's right in the middle of where you need to build a house, which is slightly annoying, but I kept the one at the front because that one looks very cute out the front, and then we've got the one out the back as well. And I wanted to use some nice classic edged windows, and we're going for some ones that are from the Discover University pack, and then some base game shutter ones because I wanted the downstairs. It's a little bit darker, a little bit like could be a little bit like closed in, so I thought it'd be quite nice to have some big full length windows out on the downstairs. And then we've got this like old tile that we're going to use for the outside to fit in with the stone stairs that we've got. I thought it was quite nice to have a little feature circle window where we've got the little shade entrance area, and we've got that on the back as well, so we've got a little bit of interest. And we're going for some nice painted brick because I thought that'd be quite nice to incorporate on the inside as well. And we're actually going to do some landscaping out the front as well before we go jump on the inside, because I wanted to get a feel for what the planting would be. So it's a little bit overgrown, a little bit cottagey, a little bit formal as well with the hedges. And then into the house itself, downstairs there's only two main rooms, so we've got a living area and we've got a kitchen diner, and then we've got a little entranceway, and we've got a little bit as well for a back exit. And we're using a little bit more darker tones in here, trying to make a little bit of mix of more traditional furniture and some modern bits and pieces as well. So we're going for a nice yellow and blue living area, and we've got this nice big fireplace that I kind of picked the wood tone from, so we're going for the little dark bits in there. And then these nice big full height bookshelves that are quite thin as well are perfect to put either side, and kind of warms up the space, even though it's quite a warm space anyway because we've got the yellow on the walls. It makes it nice and bright and airy. But we have the cool tone sofas, so adding a good mix of cool and warm tones in this room is very nice, keeps it nice and balanced as well. And having the full windows really help get in some extra light, and you can see all the way through as well on either side, because it is quite a narrow, it's like a narrow long thin house. But it is perfectly sized for the amount of Sims that could be in here, because even though there's only a living room and a kitchen downstairs, there's plenty of space for all the Sims to have their own enough space to get around and everything. So got a nice picture wall on here, and I actually added an extra one because there's that awkward little space in that set, so I added an extra one so it didn't look so off balance. Even though I could probably put a plant or something where the hole is, and we've got a few toys downstairs as well. And then this is our kitchen area, so we're going a little bit more classic country kitchen, which I've been enjoying recently, even though I don't have the kitchen kit pack because I don't think any of the kits are worth paying that much money for them. But we're going for like a nice modern grey colour in here. We've got the sort of minty walls as well, and we've got our exposed brick for our backsplash type of thing going on. where we've got all our cabinets and everything, and it's quite a nice compact little kitchen. We've still got an island counter, and then we're gonna have enough space for a dining table as well, with 6 chairs in case you have any guests over and they don't think it's inappropriate. The Sims don't think it's inappropriate to like have food or anything from them. So we put a few bits and pieces, obviously a radiator in here because we don't have room for a fireplace, which is always my favourite thing. And I was tempted to do some bar stools and thinking putting the table against the wall, but I thought we've got 2 like doors there, so it didn't make too much sense putting the table right in the way. So having it nice and spread out, lots of space, having it there is probably a good option. I should change the tabletop to black as well, because the grey kind of was too light. It wasn't dark enough to fit in with everything else, so we make it a nice dark colour, and it kind of fits in with little swirls we've got on the seat covers. And I think a lot of the blue tones that we've got going on is kind of picked up in our flooring as well, which I think it's the cats and dogs, or I can't remember what the flooring is in here, but it's a nice flooring. And we've got some like traditional stairs as well, with some more traditional like farmy balustrade as well. And then in our little entranceway, we don't have too much. We've got a seat under the stairs so you can put your shoes and coats on, and I think we just have the decoration box and a little shoe rack under there as well, because it's a very small space. There's not too much going on. So then upstairs we have the main family bathroom, which is the only one up in the entire build. So it's quite a big bathroom. It's got like double sinks and everything, and a shower bath, but everyone will have to wait and take turns to use it. I actually smudged it into the wall a little bit as well, so we could actually have the brick as the back tiling to the bathroom. And it's a nice coppery brown colour, which kind of fits in with the window frame and all the different tones we've got going on as well. So this room is our master bedroom, and I think it's the same size as the other double bedroom, but this one is a little bit more sophisticated. And we're going for a nice blue theme in here. It gets very like seaside, tropical-esque colours in here. And we also have some of the, I think it's like the underwater painting and the beach painting as well on the walls. So we tie in the theme. Perhaps they're thinking they love going on holiday to Solani, so they were like, let's make a bedroom themed around some nice blue and the sea and warm stuff. So it's quite a spacious, minimal bedroom. We don't have too much going on. We just have a seat, a wardrobe, and a side drawer as well. And we got the mirror above the bed, which is something I don't normally do because you can't actually use it. But I think in this build, this room, I should say, it actually works out quite nicely there. And it don't actually add too much detail because there's not that much space to add extra bits and pieces, but a nice fluffy rug on the floor. We go for a nice light blue, and a nice pink tone go quite nicely as well to contrast with everything, but we go for this nice vibrant blue on the wall that ties everything together, and it's quite a nice calming bright space in the end. And then next door we have a kid's bedroom, so they've got a nice cool bunk bed with a funky duvet cover on it, and we put a bookshelf underneath which they won't be able to get to, and a desk which you should be able to use. And we just have a few bits and pieces in here because the rooms upstairs are quite small, but I think they're enough for the Sims to use, as long as they've got a desk. We've got a keyboard in here, and then we've got some big black chest, what's it called, a wardrobe, and we've got a little chest of drawers on the other side. A few cushions as well in case they have a friend round and then they can sit and chat upstairs, and a good wall to put a load of posters and bits and pieces on the wall as well, using some of the new swatches as well, because that is always fun that we now have different colours I actually decided to do the mountain wallpaper in it because I wanted something dark to go with all the black, but I didn't want it like too dark, if that makes any sense. So I thought this was a good mix, and because we got the bunk bed, it's kind of like high up in the mountains, pretending imagination. And then this is our second bedroom, so we're going for a red and yellow theme with some dark wood. So we're using the little trestle table that has the red on it, and taking all our colour inspiration from the bed itself, because it is a colourway that I don't actually use that often, so it tied in quite nicely with everything going on in the room. We've got a laptop as well in here, so you can imagine it is a teen or older sim bedroom. And we have trying to find bits and pieces to actually go on the shelves. So we've got the extra bookshelf and in here because I do like matching those two bits up. We obviously have the crying face mirror, which is me on Monday when I had to go back to work. Sad times. But that is the most relatable. I think I've said that every time we used it. I just love it so much. And then I thought we'd do some nice aesthetically placed posters and the colours and stuff on the wall as well. It's just some fun. And then we've got this nice yellowy orange rug as well that fits in nicely, scaled down. And it's a very, very sort of clean but cluttered room, because we've got all the mess and stuff on the desk, but then the actual space itself is quite nice and tidy. And I thought it'd be quite funny to put the hanging plant as though they've hung it on their curtain rail, so I think you can get some in IKEA like that, so I thought that'd be quite fun. And then we've got a nice pink fluffy poof to sit on, and a football as well. It's a very ungendered bedroom, so perfect for any type of sim to go in here. We also have an Alexa because it fit right in that corner, so I was like, that'll go nicely in there. And then in this bedroom we have a office space, so your sims can do some working from home or any freelancey gigs that they might have. Or you could actually, if you wanted to expand your family, you could easily turn this into another bedroom, or especially if when they're a toddler or a kid, because it's the same size as the other child's bedroom, so it's perfect for that type of thing. But we've just got a few bookshelves, we've got a little chair as well, and a few bits and pieces. I actually put these Zen bush in here because I was like, I want a plant, but I want something skill building, so I think that is a nice little feature to have in here. And the desk looks as though it is thoroughly used, with lots of clutter and books and studying and everything. And going for a nice peachy tone in here to match the colour of the wood on the shelves, so matches quite nicely. And then in the landing area I was trying to find something to put here, and I was just like, I didn't want anything too big, and I felt like most of the like cupboards that we have were a little bit too like in your face, bulky, so using these little shelves with the little baskets and stuff, I thought, well, especially with the little pop of yellow from the baskets with the white, kind of fit in and made it look a little bit interesting because it comes in some random colours. So I think the white neutral colours and having some shelves as well kind of makes a little feature. Perhaps there's a few bits of laundry or extra bits and pieces, haberdashery, stuff like that, who knows, knitting stuff. You've got the knitting pack, put some knitting stuff there. And then in the back garden we have a nice extended porch area, so that's all under cover, and we put a little dining table, outdoor eating area, and 2 seats under there, so your sims can sit outside in the shade and enjoy the outdoors. It really annoys me there isn't a 1 wide like height like tall gate that you can use with this fence, because I love using this fence because it actually looks like a proper fence. But there's no gate to go with it, and it makes me sad, very sad. We've done a little like broken path down the front down the middle of the garden, which I wanted to have a water feature at the end. So it's kind of a little bit distressed, kind of as though the pavings needs replacing, and they've kind of walked on the grass in between as well. But it was quite interesting. A little bit different as well. It's kind of like a little bit less maintained than the front, maybe. It's been used and abused over the years. But we have this nice old looking water fountain. Perhaps it was there before these Sims came in, so the path, they're kind of in the process of getting rid of the path. Where we got the tree, I thought it'd be quite nice to have a little garden plant area again, like we've got out the front. So just building that up and trying to incorporate the tree into it with some of the wild flowers and a few overgrown bushes at the back that they can't quite reach. And then I was debating what to put in this area because I wanted not to put too much in. So I was like, do we put a swing set? I was like, I kind of want a pool, but the only way we can get like a nice looking like pool is using the onsens. And I'm so sad that you can't get in from both sides by the looks of it, because there's only like slit there. So I would prefer to have the water fountains facing towards the house, because it looks a bit odd that they're not. Perhaps I should have gone the other side for it. That is our build, so we can jump into our screenshots and take a closer look at all the different rooms and layouts of the house. So there's our living area, lots of nice space, and our kitchen dining room, which is very modern country-esque. Our hallway landing area, our master bedroom, which is very nice and blue. Our kids' bedroom, number 1, our office space, and our second bedroom. And then we can jump outside and have a look. Oh, and the bathroom as well. I forgot about the bathroom. Anyway, our outside. So I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, feel free to give it a like, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye!